Hey guys, so got out here a little bit later than I was hoping to. It was like such a nice day today, like a taste of summer. So me and my husband went for a walk, and as we're walking through the neighborhood, I could smell people barbecuing at like several houses. And of course, I'm thinking, how is tonight gonna be with people barbecuing? Because if it's nice out, people tend to like want to stay outside, enjoy the weather, barbecue, that type of stuff. So I come out here and nothing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna have to go home? You know, you start thinking that. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take my usual spin. Usually you can take like a spin, you know, past all of your restaurants, you know, check it out, see if anything comes in. Finally got something reasonable worth taking, but at first I'm like totally concerned, because sometimes in the summer when the weather's like really nice, people will be outside more, they'll go dine outside, they'll barbecue, that type of stuff. But I am happy that I finally got something. Hopefully the wheels will continue to move. So I'm here at the restaurant Roxy's Island Grill, $6.02 for 2.4 miles. They are usually pretty good. We're heading in. Hi, I'm picking up for David. Awesome, thank you. All right, guys, order was ready. This is one of the restaurants that I can typically count on for having the order ready. Customer is 5 minutes, 1.9 miles. Leave at door. Now, they did leave a note. It says, please leave it at the front door or on the small table next to the door. Please do not knock or ring the doorbell. The dogs will bark. Sometimes the dogs will hear me as soon as I pull up or start walking in the driveway, which of course is going to let them know that I have arrived. But we're on our way. Let's go get them their food. All right, guys, orders dropped off. The landmark, the little table that they had mentioned was there. You know, sometimes the notes are old and the table isn't there, or whatever it is they tell you is supposed to be there, and then it can kind of throw you off. But the table was there. Set the order there. The dog didn't hear me either, or their pets. Usually they'll hear us even though we're quiet, so they didn't hear me this time. But anyways, I was on my way to drop off the customer's order. Now, I do turn on Grubhub, but a lot of the times I don't hear from Grubhub, and sometimes I forget to turn them off even when I go home, and they'll chime in like in the middle of the night. But I was on my way to dropping off the customer's order. Grubhub came in with a good one, $12.51 for 3.2 miles. We are on our way to Popeyes. It's my good one. Order should be ready or close to being ready when we get there, so we're on our way. All right, guys, I was pulling into the parking lot, just got notification that the order's ready for pickup, so hopefully that's the case. Picking up for David. Cool, thank you. All right, sure enough, the order was ready. Now, here's the thing. I'm loading their food into my bag, and I can smell the shrimp. And I've got to be honest, it is not my favorite smell. I'm like, oh my gosh, because it can stick in your car. I'm probably gonna have to roll down my windows afterwards. What is the worst food that you have picked up that's left a smell that you don't like in your car? Let me know, but this shrimp is never my favorite. We're gonna go get it dropped off. Let me see how far they are. Tap leaving, navigate, 6 minutes at 2.4 miles. We are on our way. Let's go get this food dropped off with the shrimp. Oh, hi there. Good, how are you?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
Take care.
Thanks. Bye-bye. All right, guys, another smooth drop off. So I pull up and I can hear like something in the distance. You know, you kind of hear something and it kind of sounded like a dog, but I wasn't sure. Get out of the car. The customers' dogs are going crazy. And then I look up at the front door and he's over there standing by the front door waiting for me to come up to the door. But at this house, the dogs heard me from the street. A lot of times the dogs hear us and then notify the owner. So it was a leave it door, but he ended up opening the door and grabbing the order. So I'm sure he was happy to have his Popeyes. So after I dropped that order off, the orders are coming in tonight and I'm actually super surprised. Like I said, people were barbecuing this evening. It's been nice weather, but I guess people still want their food delivered, which is not a problem at all. I will be happy to deliver their food. Got me a round table pizza for $12.12 for 3.2 miles. I am here right now. Now this round table always tends to take time to make the pizza for whatever reason. I'm hoping that it's ready when I go in there. So the question is, there's something that's been happening which could be concerning. Would love to get your guys' thoughts, and that's the massive layoffs that are happening. Now granted, layoffs always happen, but lately there tends to be a lot of talk of layoffs. For example, Nike, UPS, Google, Amazon, PayPal, the list goes on and on. Do you think that's going to have an effect on the gig economy, the saturation? I know a lot of you guys already talk about that there's already saturation in your market, that you're having trouble getting on apps because there's a waiting list. Do you think this is going to cause even more of a problem with all of these layoffs, people trying to supplement their income, trying to, you know, make some money in between looking for a job? Let me know your guys' thoughts, but of course this can be kind of concerning. Mass layoffs all over the place, and a lot of people know, you know, with gig work you can come out here and, you know, make some money, help supplement your income. People do it for a variety of reasons, but let me know your guys' thoughts. Is this something that we should be concerned about? I know granted in some markets there's a waiting list for a lot of the apps, but I know a lot of you guys don't like the saturation of, you know, a ton of drivers in your market, because then the orders are thinned out amongst everybody. It could just be a lot harder to, you know, make some money when you come out. So let me know your guys' thoughts. We're gonna head into a round table, and I'm crossing my fingers that the order's ready. Last time I picked up from here, I had to sit there and wait, and it was one of those kind of lead-alongs, you know, it's coming, and then, you know, by the time you know it, time has passed and you're like over it. We're gonna go in there, check on this order. Again, crossing my fingers it's ready. We're heading in. All right, doesn't look too busy, so hopefully that is a good sign. We're about to find out.
Are you here to pick up?
Yes, I am. For a Vita C with Uber Eats.
Okay. When am I going to put it?
Perfect. And do you know if the dipping sauce is in there? Okay, cool. Thank you.
1 second.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Have a great night.
You too. All right, guys, yay, order was ready. Like I said, it wasn't too packed in there, so I was hoping it would be ready. It sounded like the order got put in twice too. He kind of said that to himself. Customer, 5 minutes at 2.2 miles. It is a leave it door. We are on our way. All right, another successful drop-off. Tonight has been going super smooth. Did you guys notice the sign on the chair not to ring the doorbell because the baby's sleeping? There wasn't any notes in the app, but sometimes, you know, newer drivers, you know, they're trying to get the hang of things, sometimes forget to look at the notes, but she put it right on the chair. She doesn't want her baby woken up. Can't blame her. So I just set the order on the chair, gave their little ring doorbell a wave, and off I went. I'm sure she'll be happy happy to have their dinner. But yeah, tonight has, you know, like I said at the beginning, I was concerned because I've smelt barbecues all day long. The weather was super, super nice. I was even telling my husband, I'm not sure how tonight's gonna go, but I'm gonna go out, check it out. But I was able to line orders up right when I was, you know, getting close to drop off or right after drop off. And that's how you want it to be. But as you guys know, not every night goes like that. Sometimes you just end up having to call it and go home. And I thought at first when I started, that's what's gonna have to happen if I don't get an order soon. But luckily things have been rolling smooth. The weather's nice and some decent orders have been coming in back to back. My kind of night. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys right here. Always so much appreciate you guys riding along with me. And of course, if you did enjoy the ride along, do give the video a like, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Bye guys.